Through its 4 subsidiaries, Axxela Group provides natural gas to commercial and residential customers across southern Nigeria, and in the process is helping the country's industries to transform and grow. Bolaji Osunsanya is Axxela's CEO. He joins me now. Bolaji, I'm not overstating that, am I? Because Nigeria's industries often depend on diesel, gas really can be a game changer.
Yeah, you're correct, Paul. Most industries in Nigeria are dependent on the very dirty fuels. We have, in the last 20 years, tried to introduce much cleaner natural gas to the system. We've made significant progress introducing natural gas to them, and today they've all agreed to take the gas advantage. They are very keen on its clean nature and the comparative cost advantage. We have customers in most of the industrial groupings, so we have customers in cement, food and beverage, textile. Today in total, we provide gas to about 200 of the blue chip industrial concerns in Nigeria. And they're beginning to use it for more than just their power requirements, they're also using it for their process needs. So today we have people using gas for their furnaces, for their flow lines, for many other process requirements that we didn't see that to see.
Of course, you operate traditional pipelines, but also a virtual pipeline for customers out of reach of normal infrastructure. Why is this solution so important for Nigeria?
As I'm sure you know, the grid in Nigeria is still very limited, largely in the southern part of Nigeria. And the virtual pipelines get to those stranded customers who are not currently on the pipeline infrastructure. So we're targeting a large part of the north and a large part of the middle belt, where the resource is not available and where there are no linkage pipelines yet. So we liquefy or we compress the same natural gas and we put them on wheels, either on trucks or on rail, and wheel them to the customers wherever they are in the hinterland. We expect that ultimately all nooks and crannies of Nigeria will have the pipeline infrastructure. But whilst you're at that, there should be production possible on the tracks of virtual pipelines. So we expect that it will be a forerunner, it will be a door opener for most of the markets, and will probably switch seamlessly away from virtual pipelines back into the pipelines when we get there.
Now, how do you ensure your operation is both safe and sustainable?
Well, we deal with natural gas, and natural gas already has conditions under which you would operate safely. So there's a lot, heavy dose training, heavy dose inspection, heavy dose supervision that we ensure that makes our operations safe. On the sustainability point, we are subscribers to the ISO integrated management system, and with that, we're constantly operating according to the guidelines and ensuring that we have a system that looks at our operations. Additionally, we're also subscribers to the Sustainable Development Goals objectives, and each of those principles we've embedded in our operations to ensure that we're working in a sustainable manner.
And what does the future hold for Axxela Group? Where are you planning your own growth?
Well, I think we've used the last 20 years to demonstrate what is possible in the African climb, using Nigeria as the guinea pig, if you like. Now, I think we're confident enough to continue to do that in Nigeria and to extend it to the rest of the region. So Togo, Benin, Ghana, and all the other West African states should be beneficiaries of our service in the coming years. And additionally, we will be looking at taking on a lot more in the power space. We're a gas and power company. We've predominantly done more on the gas side. I think it's time now to push the boundaries into the power space. And in that regard, we are already registered on the West African Gas Pipeline and on the West African Power Pool. We expect to be able to trade power into these same markets within Nigeria and in the region in the coming years. Additionally, we will be trying to expand the solutions that we have in the gas space. Supply security is a big part of the strategy going forward, and so we will be getting into processing plants and all the other ways that assure our supplies over time.
Thanks for watching. Learn more at axxelagroup.com. Click now for more videos from the energy industry And please subscribe for the latest international business insights from worldfinance.com.